Yo, the bacalao. Bacalao's back. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet because this is my third time shooting this. First time, I was too tired. The second time, it got a lot. it was too long, and let's just say things got hot. Things got heated. I got too. Some say emotional, some like just too real. I got too real. I don't want to get too deep into my story because at the end of the day, it's my story. You know, not everyone cares. That's just life. You know, newsflash. Not everyone cares, and it's just, you know, some things you got to keep private. Some things, you know, only a few select know. So if other people find out or start talking about it, you know where the leak is. But back on topic, what I'm trying to talk about today is mainly God, bro. God, the devil, and karma. Growing up, I was really, you know, as a kid, really wishy-washy about God. You know, my mom would always talk to God or talk about God. And, you know, we'd go to church, and I always hated going to church. I'd fall asleep or playing the DS or whatever. But I didn't really get closer to God or try to get closer to God or believing in Him until I started experiencing some demonic shit, bro. Yeah. A lot of people don't believe in, you know, witchcraft, voodoo, the practice of Santeria. I believe Santeria is, you know, you contacting some demons, bro, some interdimensional demonic entities, forces, and all this other shit. Now, let me say this straight off rip. The spiritual realm and God, the devil, they don't care. It does not. They do not care if you believe in it or not. It don't matter, bro. It is there whether you believe in it or not. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. You don't believe in God? That's fine, bro. Take it up to Him when your time comes. A lot of people wait for a tragedy to run to God, you know, or you know, whatever, till all the pieces fall down, Jenga. But for me, it was experiencing demonic shit for the first time, and yeah, bro, it was beyond fucking scary. It was beyond scary. And the thing is, my dad would tell me, you know, yo, Neil, watch out. Like, he knew where the shit was coming from, right? So he knew, you know, where to go, where not to go, what to say, what not to say, around certain people, and just how to move. And me, you know, a clueless motherfucker, or not clueless, because I just didn't listen. I fell in the hole so many times until last summer, bro. Last summer, all hell broke loose, and then my dad passed. I believe it's coming from my mom's side of the family, since, you know, they practice that, you know, demonic shit. And respectfully, fuck you all. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I wanted to make a chill, a more chill type of episode or video, because the last one got hot, and this one's already getting hot. But it is what it is. There's some people, you know, that I'm not really aiming this to, but if you feel a fire under your ass after I said fuck you, this is probably a reason. It all everything started happening as soon as I left PA. I left my mom and their family and my mom's side of the family and came back to live with my dad. Ever since that happened, bro, the craziest shit would happen. I lost my job. Everything just was going wrong, bro. Everything was going wrong. Money would just evaporate. Now, I'm not saying I'm not taking accountability for my actions. I'm not saying, I'm unable to do that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, coincidences are coincidences, bro. And when things happen more than 3 times, again and again and again, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. In Puerto Rico, that's when I started realizing shit and seeing some weird shit, feeling some weird shit, and it all hell broke loose when I landed in New York City. And my grandma called on my mom's side. She don't call me. She never calls me, bro. She never calls me for nothing. They were in DR. I don't know what they were doing over there. But she calls me. She says, "Yo, Neil, where are you?" Out of nowhere, like random. I tell her where I'm at. I tell her I lied to her. I actually lied. I lied. It was a lie mixed with the truth. I said, I'm gonna be landing in New York City in 30 minutes, but I already landed. Because I had a gut feeling. I was like, why the fuck? This is weird. Why is she calling me? Why is she asking me these things? Let's believe it, bro. Once those 30 minutes were up, New York City was like a war zone, bro. It was like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Like I said, witchcraft, voodoo, black magic is real. When I was in Reading, this is probably like a few weeks after I landed in New York City. And I told my dad, like I even got into a fight with my dad, and I left the house, and then I went to PA. I went back to PA like an idiot, bro, thinking that I'm Superman. And no, bro, you gotta be careful with this type of shit. But when I was there alone, I didn't have my dad, I didn't have anybody. 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, I started seeing the scariest shit imaginable. I've seen dead people. I've seen people get shot up. I've seen shootouts. I've seen, some real shit. I've been through some real shit. This is another level. Once it comes to the supernatural, bro, you could have the balls of steel. That shit will scare the fuck out of you. If you're not ready, if you're not used to it. And I started seeing some demonic shit. And for the first time, it seemed like I was in hell, or I was just surrounded by demons. And I no longer, this is when I was really petrified, bro. I no longer felt God's protection or intuition at all. No intuition at all. I felt empty. I felt like I didn't have God with me or protecting me in any way. And I was really, really scared, bro. And I'm not going to say what I saw, because that is between me and God. And it is what it is. I only got to put more people on blast. But as I was walking away from the residence that I was supposed to go to, something told me not to go in before the sun went down. was crying out to God, bro. Walking in the rain by myself. And I passed a house. On the porch, it said pray. Right in front of that house. I swallowed my pride. I got on my knees and I started praying. I started asking God for forgiveness. And right then in that moment, I felt God's, presence again, His intuition. No bullshit, bro. No bullshit. I'm not here to convert nobody. I'm just telling my story. Because I feel like I'm not gonna live that long. I feel that. Like I feel everybody's time is limited. But I really feel like I don't have that much time. You know? Maybe a few decades if I'm lucky, but that's just how I feel. I don't know why. It is what it is. I accept death with open arms. We're all going to the same place. Well, we all have the same ending. I don't want to say we're all going to the same place. I don't know about that. But after I get that intuition, I meet my cousin that was looking for me, and we started talking. He was really worried about me because my phone died, and I'm just walking around for hours, bro. For the first time, like, I never walked so much in my life because I have cleft feet. I'm not supposed to walk a lot. And I'm getting off topic. I'm gonna get back on topic, but before the sun went down, I probably walked like 10-20 miles, bro, that is like, for me, that's like some Navy SEAL shit, because again, I'm not supposed to be walking a lot. I was born with cleft feet, not supposed to walk a lot. And I remember pushing myself in the heat. It was one of the hottest days on record. The blistering heat. I remember saying to myself over and over and over again, who's gonna carry the logs? Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the logs? Who's gonna carry the boats? But once I was facing that demonic shit, the boats and the logs were fucking gone, bro. Yeah, I was tough, but once you're face to face with the devil and some demonic shit, bro, God is the only one. I'm telling you right now, God is the only one. I'm no saint, by the way, bro. I'm not a little angel, I'm trying to be a better person, because I once was a good person until I let the devil get the best of me, bro. I let other people just poke so many needles, bro. Poke so many needles in my back. And I just had enough, bro. I had enough with a lot of people. Now, I'm gonna put you in your place. I'm gonna tell it how it is instead of holding shit in. But before I do that, I'd rather just distance myself. Now, let's get back to the story. So, boom. The next day, man, I've been outside all day, bro. Now I'm in PA. No money. I go to the hospital because my mind is just playing tricks on me. That's another thing, bro. Spiritual chat. I didn't know voodoo, witchcraft, and all this other crazy shit can allow for someone to obtain, schizophrenia or some type of diseases. And this shit gets deep. This shit went out. Fuck, that's all read like that. So I go to the hospital because I feel like I'm going crazy. I get discharged. I'm like, fuck, here we go again. My intuition is back. I have this intuition and this thought in my head that says, leave, go back home. And before I went to the hospital, I was asking God for all these signs, bro, where to go, how to get there. And they were clear as day. Clear as day. Out in the mountains, the path was clear as day, bro. It felt like I was in an Uncharted game. No phone, no nothing. Hop in my mom's car that I had, plans on fixing. It's about a quarter tank. Maybe more than a quarter tank. I have to drive 4 hours to get back home. I told my dad, I was like, yo, can you pick me up? He was like, dude, I told you what it is. I told you not to go. You made your own decision. I can't get you. Figure it out. So I had to figure it out. By the grace of God, bro, I made it home. It did not stop there. That tax, the drive alone from PA to Albany was crazy. Crazy. Now, some might say, O'Neal, that's probably just all in your head. You're right. That might just be all in my head. Until it wasn't all in my head. I told my dad, and he got mad at me. He was like, I've been telling you what has been going on. I've been telling you, don't go over there. I've been telling you, don't hang around with these people. I've been telling you, don't do this, don't do that. Keep away. Sir, stay away. But you don't want to believe me. He was like, now you see with your own eyes what I've been trying to tell you. It's like, O'Neal, this is only starting for you. I've been dealing with this shit for 10 to 15 years, bro. I fell in the same hole that you're in. But I'm not going to fall in the same hole again. And me and him started working as a team. I started understanding him more, My dad was, maybe he was bipolar, probably, but he was, his tongue was vicious, And me and him would butt heads all the time. Most of the time we would curse at each other in a playful manner, but sometimes, like it's weird for, a son to do that to his father, like to curse at his dad, but, we call each other motherfucker all the time as a joke, we would joke around like that. But sometimes he would, OD. But that's why me and him butt heads, he would tell me how it is, and sometimes I couldn't take it. Okay, now me and him are working on a team, I'm listening to him, He starts telling me, yo, O'Neal, all right, are you ready? Because once this shit starts, it's not going to stop, It might stop for a little while, but you always got to be on your toes. You always got to be prepared. You always got to be ready. Mocha. That's what he said. Yo estoy mocha todo el tiempo. And the attacks started getting stronger and stronger and stronger. To the point where weird demonic shit started happening around us while we're driving. And for the first time, I've seen fear in this man's eyes. For the first time, bro. My dad is the strongest motherfucker I know. Strongest motherfucker I know, bro. Never sick, never nothing. For the first time, I seen fear in his eyes. Like I said, the supernatural shit, it's a different type of scary. And then, I felt like one of the strongest attacks of my life, to the point where, like, it was after I started accepting God in my life, getting as close as I possibly can. I felt like the devil got the best of me, and then I did and said some disrespectful shit. My mind, bro, it was like a grenade went off in my mind, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened. I lost it. I had to go to the hospital. And in the hospital, bro, I was up for like a day. The mania, whatever the fuck was just, it was too much, bro. I admitted myself. And there was so much shit going on in my mind. I was hearing things. I was hearing it was like I was clairvoyant, bro. I was able to listen to fucking conversations happen. It was so weird, bro. It was so fucking weird. And then I started bursting out crying because it was like I was understanding what was happening, and I understood that they were out to get my dad. They were trying to kill my dad. And that was one of the last things he said to my cousin, because he came to my house, he confronted me, and we went at it. We went at it several times. Several times. And the first time, it was a one-on-one. We fucking wrestled and tussled, and I swung and almost fucking decked him, and he fucking bear hugged me and just tried to de-escalate shit. The second time he came, my dad was there, and he was like, "Yo, O'Neal's crazy. He thinks his family's doing witchcraft on him." He told him straight up. He was like, "Nah, he's right. He's right." And he was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "You don't believe in that shit?" I was like, "Oh, okay." And he started, informing him on this thing. And then the last thing he said was, "Yo, it's not him that they want, is me. They want me. Because I'm the one that has the control of everything. If they take me out, everything might come to an end. Everything's going to start crumbling down. I have the control of everything. Money in DR, the house over there, money here, the cars, everything." And I think he was afraid that I wouldn't be able to withstand this shit, which I am, doing perfectly fine. A week later, he died. He got sick Saturday. He ate something Friday, got sick. Got sick Saturday, died Tuesday. And 2 days before he died, after I was taking care of him, I said, I was like, "I think you had enough." It's like, "We don't gotta get that bueno yet." It's like, "We're retired." I was like, "I'll take over now." I said, "I'll take over now." I was like, "What will you do? What are you gonna do?" I said, "I'm gonna do the 2 jobs." I was like, "Okay." He wanted me to give him $4,000 for the white car, the white Passat. He was like, "Okay." Here's the crazy thing. When I was asking God for all these signs and asking God for help, because I had no one, I was alone, a loud voice came in my head. It said, "Your punishment is to do both of your dad's jobs for a year." After he said, "Okay," Sunday morning, helping him with his first job, I see him get better Monday, and Monday was the first time I did both of his jobs. And when I got home, bro, I got home so fucking tired. I was like, "How the fuck did this man do this shit for 9 years straight? No vacation." He had one vacation, but he still worked the other job, so technically it wasn't a vacation. headphones on, so I didn't know if he was trying to tell me anything. I don't know. It's in the past. Then I woke up late the next morning. Because I thought I would hear a knock on my door. Wake up to a phone call. Yo, Neil, nobody came in today. It's like, what? Open the door. My dad never leaves the door open. Find him dead on the floor. His eyes still open. So nobody came in today. Here's the crazy thing. Supposedly his papers were still there in his car. And 20 minutes later, I had a text message from the manager bawling his eyes out. He says, "O'Neal, this route's done. I still see the ghost of your father delivering these papers." He's like, "Oh, this route is done. Delivered it perfectly." I blame myself because he told me like a week or two before he passed, he was like, "O'Neal, you want everything to come out good? There's a church on 2nd Street I want you to go to." I feel like if I would have went, if I would have prayed for my father and me, somehow he would still be here. I blame myself for a lot of things. I'm not fucking perfect. I'm no saint. Done a lot of good, done a lot of bad. Got stabbed, also stabbed in the back. Done things that I truly regret. Sometimes I think to myself, I was like, yo, you went a little too far. Like, I know you were hurting. I know things that they said. I know how they treated you wasn't good, you know? I know you probably should have stood up for yourself then and there and not let things bottle up inside for you to take it there. It's on the past. I did what I did. I said what I said. I can't take it back. I wish I could. To those that I hurt, I'm sorry. But to the people that did this shit, I will not forget. I will forgive. I will not forget. If I didn't forgive, I would fight fire with fire. Same shit. Right back. And then I would fight with lava. Because I know how I could get. And me fighting with lava, I wouldn't need the spiritual realm. I would do time. A lot of time. He knew he was gonna die. He knew one of us was gonna die. He was giving me hints. I just didn't pick up on it because I feel like he knew I wouldn't be able to handle it. Tell people, yo, I only have one payment left on the Mercedes. It's not true. It was his last payment. Owed about $17,000 left. He got it for $41,000. My dad always spoke to me in code, bro, and I didn't get it until it was too late. Here's the thing about Santeria, deals with the devil, demonic shit. The devil can give you what you want. To the T. Maybe more than you expected. But you gotta keep up on your end of the bargain. If not, you'll lose everything and more. God's not like that. God can forgive you, will forgive you, will protect you. Like I said, if you don't want to believe in this, I do not care. Guarantee you, God and the devil in the spiritual realm can be there whether you believe it or not. You know, my mom, I'm pretty sure she used to fuck with this Santeria shit. Because growing up as a kid, I remember in a room, I would see the saints on the floor. And in Santeria, they disguise the saints or these demonic entities with the Catholic saints. A lot of people don't know that. You know, because it originated from Africa, and from them to hide it from, you know, the people that were, I'll say it was white people, you know, because, you know, they were against that shit. They used the Catholic saints to hide what they were doing. And then, you know, Santeria is originally came from Africa, and then, you know, with Latinos, they put their, it's a whole different thing. Anyways, growing up as a kid, talking about like Tyler to when I was like 6 or 7, maybe 8 years old, I always had this fucking fear, bro. I had this gut feeling, this intuition, whenever I like of just like, yo, don't get involved in that shit, stay away from that. Like walking in a room, bro, seeing that shit on the floor, it scared the fuck out of me. And I don't know why, but when I went to church, I'm not afraid, and I'd still see some of the same saints. Until, you know, one day, we lost everything. My mom lost her business, so much money in the bank. My dad lost his 2 jobs, you know, because my mom lost her mind. Out of nowhere, bro. It was out of the blue, out of nowhere. And that's when it all started, 2009. I remember my aunt, her saying that when she walked in the room, my mom fled the country. My dad, you know, behind us all, trying to hold the pieces up together, trying to put the family back together. And he didn't know what was going on. I remember my aunt saying when she walked in the room, all the heads were cut off on the saints. And since then, my mother's never been the same. I grew up spoiled, bro. First 9 years of my life, lived it like a king. Any toy I wanted, I got it. Basement full of toys. Kind of wish I didn't grow up like that. To have appreciation of things, because if something would break, I knew I could always get it back. But losing everything, once you're up there, it's a different feeling. And I'm not just talking about toys, I'm talking about my family. All this demonic shit has a price, bro. Now, here's the thing. I realized God was real once this demonic shit, this demonic presence I saw with my own eyes. I was like, if this is very, very real and it's very evident in front of my face, and here's the thing, it's not just me. Like, me and my dad were also seeing the same shit. There's countless of videos out there, stories and this and that. Hey, bro, you don't believe in it? Piss off the right people. I guarantee you will believe in it. Go to the islands, bro. Go to the Caribbean. Go to Africa. You'll see some shit, especially Haiti. So I was like, if this shit is very real, God is most definitely real, bro. God is most definitely real. We lost everything in 2009. Again, after my dad was behind my mom. My mom took me and my sister. Sister was 1 at the time, fled the country. So I was gonna say too much of my story. Here it is. Lost everything again in 2014. But this time I was with my dad because I felt like it was unfair to what we were doing to him. And I remember not having shit. I remember living in my aunt's basement with nothing, bro. And I remember the cabin fever. It got hot. My dad got 2 jobs. He told me, O'Neal, this is years after his hard work. After we built everything back up, he's like, O'Neal, see everything we have? We wouldn't have this without God. Like, you ask me why I don't leave these 2 jobs, because God gave me this. Without him, we'd have nothing. Another thing he said to my cousin, one of the last things he said was, a lot of good things started happening in my life once I let all the bad go. Karma's a real thing. So I'm gonna let karma do its thing. It's what was done to my dad and me. Here's the thing about karma. It doesn't happen overnight. It could. It could take 2 years, it could take 5 years, it could take 10 years, it could take 20 years. But best believe what goes around comes around like a hula hoop. If it don't hit you, it can even hit your bloodline, bro. But it's coming. That pain that I felt, it's coming back. Energy cannot be destroyed. Energy cannot be destroyed. It's always transferred. Or multiplied. It cannot be destroyed. I've been yapping, bro. I didn't want to make a yap session, but I yap too much. Get closer to God, bro. I'm trying to get closer to God. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint, but I want to change. I've been changing. I made changes. No longer drink, no longer smoke. I smoke weed, but I don't smoke weed. I smoke a cigar here and there, but watch the people you hang around with, bro. Because it was one bad apple that ruined my mom. And got her into some evil shit. Yep. Anyways, I'm done.